The topic of this video is centered around solving logarithmic equations when you have to use properties. So I'm assuming the top question that you'd be asking yourself is, how do you know you need to use properties? And the answer is, you will see multiple logs on one side of the equation. So in this case, if you look here, you can see that there are two logs on this side. Because there are two logs, we need to use properties to solve this. So the first step in this is to actually, condense the log. Okay, so we need to take these two logs and write them as one log. So the only thing I see here is this plus sign, which tells me I'm going to multiply these two, right? So I'm going to write the log base 6 of 8 minus x times 3, and then equals 2. So I took this addition sign, used the property of seeing addition, and then multiplying the two parentheses together. And that's it. There are no exponents. There is no subtraction. So this is the end of condensing. And for right now, we're going to do condensing by one property. So you only have one thing to do. The next step is to rewrite it as an exponential. So if I create my, circle here, then the exponential equation would look like 6 squared equals, I'm going to move that 3 to the front just because that's more familiar to me with the distributive property. And then I'm going to go ahead and, you can do this two ways. You can distribute the 3 if you'd like here. So you can, my pencil just stopped working for a second. So you could distribute the 3, or you could divide it out. So I'm going to, oh, come on. Let's do it this way. There we go. I'm going to distribute the 3 and get 36 equals 24 minus 3x. Subtract 24 from both sides, and that's 12 equals negative 3x, and divide by negative 3. And in this case, I'm getting negative 4. So sometimes that doesn't always work out so nice and tidy. A lot of times you get a decimal, but in this case you get negative 4. Okay? So condense using one property, rewrite as an exponential, and then solve. Okay, and again, your hint is that you see multiple logs. So if I look at this one, I can see 2 logs again. I see subtraction, so that means I'm going to divide these. So 4x plus 9 divided by 9, and we're doing the log base 5 of that, equals 2. I'm going to create my circle for my exponential. So 5 squared equals 4x plus 9 over 9. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of this exponent. To remind you, when you have a fraction on one side, you really want to try to get rid of the fraction, so you can do that by multiplying by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 9 on both sides. And when I do that, this is like 9 over 1, creating a 9 on the top and a 9 on the bottom, which will cancel. So 4x plus 9 over here. And if I have, or if I do 9 times 25, I believe I get 325. That could be way off. Let me double check that. $225. That was silly math. I hear it now. Sorry. 225. So now let's go ahead and subtract 9 from both sides, and I get 4x equals 216. And I'm going to divide by 4. And I'm getting 6.5 equal to x. Again, both of these answers are kind of more tidy. A lot of times you can get decimals that are pretty long and messy, like you did with the previous log equation. So don't panic if you do. Just round to 3 decimal places or 2 decimal places, and that will work. Okay? If you have any questions on this, please reach out for help.